IRA this, 401k that. Keeping track of all these pension funds can be a massive headache. It's even worse if you're like me, dreaming of retiring before the age of 40 so you can travel the world in freedom. And here's the best part. It doesn't matter where in the world you are, because as long as you are a tax-paying American, you can take advantage of IRAs. And so, let's take one step closer to that goal and sort out the right IRA for you. What's up, my fellow backpackers and travelers? Modern Backpacker here. The world of retirement savings can be a perplexing maze, especially when it comes to choosing between a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA plan. In today's video, we're diving deep into the complex realm of individual retirement accounts, IRAs. By the end of this video, you'll be able to navigate these two retirement investment options, their benefits, and the rules that govern them. I'll also throw in my own 2 cents on the subject and a bit of outside perspective. We'll start by covering the rules of contribution, then when you can and can't take out your savings, and finally how the taxation works differently for both types of account. Let's get into it. Chapter 1, Rules of Contribution. First off, let's clear up a common misconception. There are no age restrictions for contributing to a Roth IRA, nor are there any for a traditional IRA. You can continue contributing as long as you have earned income, making it a versatile option for retirement savings no matter what point you're at in life. In 2023, the annual contribution limit for both Roth and traditional IRAs is $6,500, or $7,500 if you're 50 or older, and that limit will be increasing in 2024. I like to think most of you watching are in your 20s, so you can already start putting in a hefty amount of cash right from the word go. For this year, 2023, you have until tax day on the 15th April 2024 to contribute the maximum amount. It's not impossible if you get to it. A lot of banks will offer to use a brokerage to manage the savings in your IRA, meaning they choose options to invest and see your money grow. If you want to have full control over your savings and invest in something like real estate, you can also choose to set up a self-directed IRA, where you make every decision yourself. This is a slightly more complex topic, so I'll dive into it in another video. For those interested, I use iTrust Capital for my crypto investments, and IRA, as it gives me complete control and allows me to self-direct. If you want to use it as well, make sure to use my affiliate link in the description below. It's also possible to convert a traditional IRA to a Roth IRA, but the conversion amount is subject to income tax. This decision should be carefully considered based on your individual circumstances, but it does also mean you're not caged into a decision no matter which path you choose to take. Now here's the kicker. You can't open a Roth IRA if you make too much money. Your gross total income must be less than $153,000 per year, which is increasing to $161,000 next year. There is a sneaky way around this for you top earners out there, a backdoor conversion. However, it's worth noting that the government could remove this in the future, so make sure to adapt if that were to happen. With that said, the backdoor conversion basically means you contribute to a traditional IRA, then convert it to a Roth IRA later on to reap the unique benefits. Don't worry, this isn't tax evasion in any way and is perfectly legal. Finally, if you have a significant other, both IRAs offer another huge benefit. You can set up a spousal IRA of either type, which enables a non-working spouse to contribute to an IRA in their name, helping couples save for retirement more effectively. Travelers and backpackers aren't often the ones to have a wife or husband, but if you do, this might be your best option. The contribution limit for a spousal IRA in 2023 is $6,500, but as it's meant to cover 2 individuals, it's raised to $13,000 in total. In 2024, this will increase to $7,000, so $14,000 in total. With that said, the limit fluctuates depending on what your income allows. If you only made $10,000 in post-tax in 2024, then your limit will go down to $10,000. You can't put in any extra money you had saved up from previous years. Now let's get into the rules of withdrawal. Chapter 2, Rules of Withdrawal. IRAs are meant for retirement. If you take out any money that grew before you turn 59 and a half years old, you'll have to pay a 10% penalty. Let's say you put in $6,000 when you were 20, and that grew to $18,000 in 20 years. If you take it all out at the age of 40, you'll have to pay 10% on the extra $12,000, meaning you'll forfeit $1,200 of your hard-earned savings. But that's not at all. You also have to pay ordinary income tax on the money you accrued over time. Let's say the ordinary income tax rate is at 20%. That means you're not just paying the 10% penalty of $1,200. You're having to fork over a total of 30% on that $12,000. That's $3,600 down the drain. At the very least, you can always take out the original $6,000 you put in without penalty, since it hasn't appreciated in value. For Roth, this initial capital you put in is tax and penalty free. For traditional IRA, there is still no penalty, but you will have to pay ordinary income tax since you did take a tax deduction originally when you put in that money. In that way, the IRA can be used as a pseudo-savings account, but make sure to consult with your financial advisor beforehand since you are technically holding volatile assets. Don't wait until you're 50 to start contributing with the increased limit, however. The government wants you to use your IRA as a long-term savings plan, so you can only withdraw money from the account without penalties after investing into 5 tax years in a row. That means if you start investing in 2023, you'll have to wait until 2027, since the first year you invest counts, to withdraw any savings. If you start when you're young, this shouldn't affect you, but the real meat of the issue still remains. How do the taxes differ for these IRAs? Chapter 3. Rules of Taxation. We're all after the same thing on this channel, a prosperous, working, traveling life followed by an early retirement before 40. Cutting back on taxes is thus the best way of achieving this dream. But how does a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA help us achieve that? A Roth IRA is like a financial time machine that allows you to invest money you've already paid taxes on. The earnings in a Roth IRA grow tax-free, and when you withdraw funds in retirement, they are entirely tax-free as well. This means you won't owe the IRS a dime on your hard-earned savings when you retire. The standout feature of a Roth IRA is obviously the ability to enjoy tax-free withdrawals in retirement. No matter how much your investments grow over the years, you won't owe the IRS a cent when you access your funds. This is super handy if you think your taxes might go up in later years. The government won't have a say whatsoever. On the other hand, a traditional IRA works differently. It lets you contribute pre-tax dollars, lowering your current taxable income. The investments in a traditional IRA grow tax-deferred, meaning you don't pay taxes on the earnings until you withdraw them in retirement. Keep in mind that when you make withdrawals, they will be subject to income tax. The massive allure of a traditional IRA is that when you contribute to a traditional IRA, you can deduct your contributions from your taxable income for the year. This can reduce your tax liability and put more money in your pocket today. Sure, a Roth IRA is safer in the long run, but a traditional IRA protects your money now. When you're young, every dollar counts. Now, this last tip's a bit more morbid and probably doesn't concern us too much. Hopefully. Roth IRAs mean your estate isn't taxed if you pass it on to your heirs after your death. You might be saying to yourself, why would I ever care about that? But if you have a family by the time you retire at 40, it might be worth considering this advantage. Still, let's hope it isn't an important factor. So the marked difference between the two accounts is when the government comes to take its cut of your money. If you set up a Roth IRA, you're paying the taxman now, but keeping your retirement funds safe later down the road. If you set up a traditional IRA, you're shaving off the taxable income for the moment, but will pay the taxman later when you withdraw your savings. Because of this system, it also means that if you expect to be in a lower tax bracket during retirement, a traditional IRA can be a very strategic choice. You'll pay less in taxes when you withdraw your funds, potentially saving you money in the long run. But there is another area where Roth IRAs shine over their traditional counterparts. Unlike traditional traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs have no mandatory required minimum distributions, or RMDs, during the account holder's lifetime, meaning you're never forced to take money out of the account by the government. Those who have invested into a traditional account need to withdraw a certain amount by the age of 72. This allows your investments to continue growing without the pressure of forced withdrawals. Conclusion. Here's what I'd recommend to you guys. Keep your options open. Technically speaking, you can have both the Roth IRA and traditional IRA. However, you still can't exceed the contribution limit, meaning you can't have $7,500 in both and would need to divide the amount across the two. Therefore, I suggest that you go all in on one to maximize the benefits. As for which one, when you're saving in the first few years of your work, you might find it useful to save some of that cash now, so a traditional IRA might suit you better, while a Roth IRA comes in handy later down the road when you're more stable, but maybe you want some more concrete numbers. After all, this channel is all about the free, nomadic lifestyle, so making sure you have a strong foundation of savings while backpacking in Mexico or anywhere else in the world is essential. Let's say you're 20 years old, make $70,000 a year, and contribute $5,500 every year to your IRA. If you retire by the age of 65 and we assume an average 10% rate of return, a Roth IRA will save you $126,838 more compared to a traditional account. It's even better if you self-direct and invest in crypto like me, where over 20 years the value will explode and you'll be saving far more than six figures, I can tell you that. Regardless of the IRA you choose, you're setting the foundational stones for a strong future and an early retirement plan. Start building that foundation now when you're working, and you'll find yourself able to enjoy the rest of your life in peace. Isn't true financial freedom and ease what we all want? Subscribe for more.